It's time to rip up the vision board. Let's be real, you didn't get any of it done, so rip it up, tear it up, get rid of it. We're starting over. It's winter arc. You have 90 days to get your channel where you want it to be. And this is tip number 1. You're probably posting too much and you're not giving the algorithm time to catch up with what you're doing. Posting about your dog, you're posting about, look at this that I cooked today. You're posting all this random stuff that has nothing to do with the niche that you're in. It has nothing to do with the audience that you're trying to receive. You're just kind of putting stuff up because you're like, me. This is what I want to post right now. Not giving the algorithm, which is super advanced AI right now, guys. Even going on Google right now has a little AI at the top that tells you every website that you just looked up. It's pretty crazy. So give the algorithm time to find your ideal audience. Tip 2, I'm guilty of this as well. I'm using my own channel as my personal channel. So the algorithm is kind of like, why are you listening to like Miley Cyrus, but also talking about travel? You're kind of messing the algorithm up when you're liking videos that are your friends' videos or things outside your niche, when you should be only interacting with things that are going to skyrocket your channel, because when the algorithm knows that you're interacting with this kind of content, it's going to show your content to people that are also in this kind of content. Tip number 3 is you're not even looking at your analytics. Like, when was the last time you even looked in there? Besides like how much money you're making or how many views you got on whatever video. You need to be seeing, what is your audience already watching? What are they looking for? It literally tells you. You can dive so deep into your analytics that it tells you everything you need to know about your audience. If somebody is asking you like, Emily, I want a cookie. Emily, I want a cookie. Emily, I want a cookie. And I'm putting out like, oh, hey, here's a Snickers bar. Hey, here's like a turkey dinner. No, they're literally telling me, I just want a cookie. Why won't you just post about cookies? And in the analytics, it'll even show you what accounts that they're following, because you're not giving them what they want. So they're finding it on this other account. Tip 4 is you're deleting videos before you give them a chance to live. Guys, I have a video that's about how to win at slots, and that thing went viral this year. I have no idea why, but it's going viral. Here are the stats right now as it stands. But I posted this video just for fun a few years ago, and it's blowing up right now for whatever reason. So don't delete videos just because you only get 200 views in the first 6 months or a year or whatever. If you think it's a good video, just leave it up there. You're proud of your work and it will find the right audience. There's a way for you to like channel traffic to it. And that's tip number 5. Instead of just making one video and seeing how it does, one video, see how it does, one video, see how it does, make 3 videos of the same kind of concept. For example, I post about Vegas all the time, right? Did I post one video about Vegas? No. I saw that my room review was taking off. So what did I do? I posted about a room review, and they all took off. So if you find something that your audience is liking, make a few other versions of that video, and you never know, it might continue to expand, and then you can continue to expand while you continue posting similar content like that for your current audience while also fishing for a new audience. Tip number 6 is you should engage with the people that are liking your videos. Why aren't you going on their page and checking them out? They're already your audience. Why are you always constantly looking for new audience? You never know who your audience is going to recommend your videos to when they feel like they're friendly with you or they're social with you. You have an opportunity to make so many friends, even if you only have like 10 followers, 200 followers. Do you know what 200 people looks like? This is what it looks like. Like, that's a lot of people. And guess what? 200 people know 200 other people who know 200 other people. So your page could easily expand. For example, I have a video that's how to get from LaGuardia Airport to New York City. I had a couple people who were going together and they shared it with their friends who shared it with their friends, and that created its own little like wheel, which spun that video to end up being viral for a while. It's called social media for a reason, people. Tip number 7 for winter arcing your channel is really easy. You just need to pay attention to what's going on. Did you know YouTube is going to have shoppable videos soon? Yeah. They're coming. Did you know that Instagram has a story and reels and threads? Did you know that TikTok has this filter, that filter, whatever? Stay on top of the platforms that you're active on. Tip number 8 is you're clueless about how you're posting, and so is your audience. They're like, oh, I really like this one video. Scrolling. Oh yeah, I remember her. I like that one video. There's nowhere saying that this is the kind of stuff that you post this day, that day. Do you even have a schedule? First of all, create a schedule. Second of all, post the schedule in your description. Then put it in your community so that your community sees like what days you're posting what content, so they'll know to come back. Mondays, I do motivation. Tuesday, I do travel tips. Wednesday, I do Las Vegas. You get the point. So now you know when to come back. Your audience will know when to come back for your videos. For me personally, I post about budget travel tips in general, but then certain people want to know my experiences in Vegas. Certain people want to know my experiences in New York. So if they're not really interested in like an all-inclusive video, they'll come back on Wednesdays to see the Vegas videos, or vice versa. If they're not really interested in Vegas and they only want to see my all-inclusive content, they'll know to come back on Fridays for the all-inclusive stuff. Tip number 8 is to stop copying other people's content. Yes, you can make a video similar to that one, but why would somebody want to watch this video and then watch your video, which is exactly the same as that one? They're just going to click off because they already watched a video like that. Everybody has something unique to lend to a process. Even my room reviews, for example, I stayed in a room at the Vdara, but maybe somebody else stayed at a different room in the Vdara, or somebody else stayed at a different room in the Vdara. But my Vdara video is right here, and I had a panoramic suite, which was awesome. And my experience was different from their experience, theirs. But you still get to see what inside the Vdara looks like, but it's a little bit different every time. And let's be real, some creators are annoying. So maybe you don't mesh with that personality, but you have other creators where you mesh with their personality. So the same goes for everybody on YouTube, on TikTok, everywhere you go. It's like if somebody likes your personality, they're going to want to see your spin on a location or a video versus watching this annoying person where it's like, oh yeah, they made a video about Vdara too, but like I just hate their voice or something. You know, I'd rather watch somebody that I connect with. There's always an audience. And just to be extreme, look at Mr. Beast right now. He's got all this stuff going on with controversy, but people are still watching his videos because people like him, but people don't like him. So, you know what I'm saying? Tip number 10 has 2 sides to it. So some of you are getting too wrapped up with the scripting process. You're sounding like a robot when you talk to the camera. Put a personality in it. Nobody wants to watch a robot. There's so many AI videos and stuff now. What they want to watch is a person with personality, unless they would just want facts. Then maybe they'll watch an AI video. But I think most people on YouTube are here to watch you because they like you and your personality. So make sure you put you in your videos and not just spit facts. Tip number 11 is, I'm backtracking a little bit because I'm only human. See, there's your perfect example. I'm not AI. I'm just a human who's trying to make a fun video. But tip number 11 is you're not pushing the content that is performing. You're so obsessed with making new content that you're not pushing the content that's already performing. Like your audience wants this and you're giving them that cookie still. No, they wanted the cookie then, but now they want this. So why aren't you making videos like this? You're still obsessed with the cookie. And if your audience is still obsessed with a cookie, keep making cookie videos. Maybe you can make, shorts that feature back to that. You can post like reels to lead back to that video. You can post Pinterest videos to lead back to that video. There's so many things that you can post to drive traffic back to that video that's already performing. And driving traffic to that video is going to keep it lively in the algorithm, keep you up there at the top of the page. And don't forget to give it a fresh look. Maybe change the title, change the thumbnail a bit, change your description, make it a little more fresh looking for the audience that kind of skipped it because they didn't like the thumbnail or they didn't like the title. Maybe now they'll watch it instead of scrolling past it because they're more attracted to what you have to offer now. And plus now it has all those views versus before, maybe it only had a couple. Now they're like, oh, that video must be really popular. I don't recognize it, because people have the memory of a goldfish and there's so many videos out there. There's so much content that it's worth it to try to reinvent videos that are already performing or make like a spin-off off of it for you to lead to the next video in the series. And that leads me to my next winter arc tip is focus on the platform that is performing right now. Stop trying to do all of them at the same time. Focus on the platform that is getting you traffic, getting you new eyes, because once you're on one platform and you had that traffic, you can lead them off the platform to other places. You can get them on your email list. You can get them to go to your TikTok, to your YouTube, to wherever you're monetized. You can take the traffic that is taking off right now and drive it wherever you want it to go, because you're the driver, you're the creator, and everybody's here to see you because it's YouTube. So remember that you are you, because depending on what level you are on your YouTube journey, You're going to forget, like, the videos that you made when you first started are going to be totally different, but then even 3 months from now, because maybe you're a better editor, maybe you are better in front of the camera, maybe your audience is more interested in what you're saying, so you're going to have more viral videos than you would have before. They're here to see you. Always remember that. And just like how you're always changing, your audience is also always changing, and so are trends. Trends are always changing. For example, this video on my page is performing right now. And this is a video that I did during COVID when I was on vacation. It is COVID centered, but still the way that I made that video still resonates with people. So they're watching the video the whole way through. And it's been long enough since COVID that maybe it's interesting to see how people acted on vacation back during COVID. So you never know why people are watching the videos when they're watching them. All you know that that video is being watched. So make sure you pay attention to that and go with it. And the most important thing to remember during this winter arc, I'm talking October, December, November, I skipped a month, is that people are going to be trying to sell stuff. This is quarter 4 for businesses. So a lot of people are jumping on here just to make money off of TikTok Shop or, YouTube, all this stuff. And you are the person who is a person. You're actually making a video about stuff that people want to hear about. Even if you're making a video like comparing 2 different products, it's you having an opinion about the products. You're not trying to sell the product. Like, always remember, people don't buy a product. They buy a solution to their problem. Everybody does have a problem that you want to solve in your niche. Maybe that could help you come up with some ideas for quarter 4. But it all comes down to nobody's watching your video for your product. Like, they're watching it for you. Maybe they click on the link or click on the title or click on the thumbnail because the product is in the title or thumbnail or whatever. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to you and your personality. And people are either going to like your personality or they're not going to like your personality. And that's okay, because we just need to ignore the haters, because they're all at home right now because it's winter and everyone is miserable and depressed, but you're happy. So they're going to hate on it. They're going to be so mad at you for being happy while they're depressed. So they're going to be like, you're fat. We hate your channel. Just delete those comments or don't even read them. In fact, you can let your audience fight for you. For example, I made this one video on TikTok. I'm not even going to show you the comments because there's so many at this point, but I want to show you the video really quick just to give you an idea. Literally all I said was watching people in a riptide or something like that, right? I'll put the video here. But I got so much hate on that video, and this thing has gone viral multiple times, and people are just fighting in the comments like, it's a wave, it's not a riptide, it's just a wave. Like, who cares? It's water. I made a video like, hey, I'm in Hawaii, isn't this funny? And everybody's like picking it apart. You know what I mean? Who cares? Who cares? I'm thinking of the people that are commenting like, I've never seen them before, but I hate them. I've never seen them before, but I hate them. Like, all these haters, it's just funny to me. And at the end of the day, you're going to come across haters because, as Bretman Rock says, you need to be seen to be seen. This is my favorite quote of all time. Newsflash, nobody's going to watch your videos if you don't post them. If you have videos in your drafts, nobody can see them. Like, yeah, you think they're great and you rewatch them on repeat. Nobody else can see them. They're private. Who's going to respond? Who's going to like you? Who's going to get you more followers if you don't post, if you don't show up? So that's what Winter Arc is all about, is showing up every day for 90 days. Think about all the days you wasted this year. This last quarter, these last 3 months, you have nothing better to do. You're going to be home. So make it count. And if you want more advice on how to make your Winter Arc even better, check out this video next. I'll see you there.